Welcome back, guys, to the Modern Art Show. This week we have Catching Envy. We're doing something a bit different today. As you can see, we're in a virtual space. But I thought it's a good
I'm
idea.
special. That's all. I'm
Yeah.
special.
um, Dude, just tell them a bit about yourself as to like why Catching Envy, man, or why always Catching Envy.
Like this is like a nickname that's kind of that I built off of a nickname since like when I was a youngin. Like I always used to go by A.C.E. But obviously, coming up as I got older, you realize that that's not as unique a name as as you may think. So I mean, like now there's Ace everyone. There's everyone. It's that's such an overly used acronym. So I was like, you know what? How do I do it different? And I realized that the one thing was anytime people heard me rap, 9 times out of 10, there was someone that just had a little bit of a, oh, like, yeah, the must you be so, you know what I mean? And I was just like,
It sticks.
it sticks, but I feel like it's the most fitting like title for myself that I've come across because like it's how do I say? I don't want to sound like a douche, you know what I mean? But like I'm dope. Like like I'm not trying to sound too cocky with it or anything. This is just something that I cited, you know what I mean? It was my own experience. And I was like, you know what? My name should have a bit of me in it. And something that I'm noticing is that when people hear me rhyme, there's a reaction. And the only word I can associate that reaction with
Envy, green in the eyes, and you're with green there. Yo, nah, it's unique actually. It's out there, it's straightforward in your face, not fronting.
It's definitely different to the other aces out there, which was a big plus for me. And I was like, just bonus points that it was as unique as it turned out to be.
Okay. For the viewers out there, where you at? Where you staying? Where you from?
7800, bruh. I rep Weinberg.
Okay, nice.
To the fullest, I think, because look, I'm originally born in Zim. No, whole family's from Zim, and yeah, Zim. But we moved here when I was 6. You know what I mean? So look, Cape Town raised me. Like as I have some homage towards Zim still, for my family's sake. But Cape Town's my home, dog. Like Cape Town, Weinberg. I think I've stayed in Weinberg consistently since we moved here. So since I was 6, I've been living in Weinberg, basically.
Okay, born and raised.
Born and raised, bro. I love this place.
So I've been all over your socials for the last week.
Oh, for real? You've been stalking a little.
A little bit. Doing my research. And I see on Spotify you dropped 2 albums. 2 albums.
Yeah.
Two
albums. Look, it's not enough. I know it's not enough, but we're getting there.
Now the first one's called Overdue, man. So why?
Yeah.
Why was that the name?
No, that tape as like I love that tape. Like I'm gonna be selfish and I'm gonna say that like personally that's always gonna be something that I hold very dear to me because I feel like that was the real start of Catching Envy, like up until then, I've been in the game for a couple years now, you know what I mean? But I feel like that project was the one that kind of showed my growth. Like, that's the one that's always going to be held the most dear to me. I don't care how many more albums I make going forward. Overdue was the start, yo. Like that, if it wasn't for Overdue, I wouldn't have had a certain standard that I held myself to build off of anymore. You know what I mean? Okay. That really showed me personally, like I say, personally, that was for me a big moment for me, that project. And it was overdue. It's something that I felt I needed to have achieved long ago already. It shouldn't have taken me as long as it did to drop that project. So when I was busy compiling it and it was coming together, I was like, damn, like I genuinely just had a thought of like, this is long overdue, bro. Like, and then I was like, you know what? Let me be honest with it. I think I started taking it seriously 2014. I was dabbling a little bit here and there.
Back up a bit. Yeah? When did you start compiling the Overdue?
Oh, Overdue.
Yeah.
Honestly, bro, lockdown. Lockdown was one of the best things that happened to me. Artistically, creatively. Dude, like, look, it was a horrible time. it's definitely a horrible situation. But I feel like situations like that, it's what you make of them.
It gave you time.
You
It gave
get
you a
some people,
bit of
you know what I
introspection.
mean,
Yeah, a
bruh?
bit of
You know what I mean?
being able to put it out there. I get you. I get what you're
Yeah,
saying. Also on the Overdue album, would you also say that that was the album that defined your style in a sense?
100%.
100%.
100%, dude. I can't even put into words how much I learned about myself through that project. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I'm a very humble person. Um, but when I get in the booth, bruh, like,
Then it's just a beast mode.
oh man. And one of the things that I'd always like that I've always been told, especially by people like in my inner circle, they want to see more of myself in my music.
Mm.
Because I wouldn't say I kept them separated, like the my personal life and my career as an artist, but I'm very hesitant to open up in general. You know what I mean? Like get a little bit, how do I say? I'm very hesitant to be as honest as I'd like to be in general because
Understandable.
in this day and age, people are just so sensitive and things get taken way out of context. And by the time you're trying to sort anything out, it's too late, too far gone. But it's just messy. So with Overdue, this was the first project that I was like, you know what? I have opinions and I'm gonna share them. And if someone takes offense, they take offense. And if they don't, then cool, let's vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just kind of, that was when I realized, you know what? I don't want to censor myself quite as much anymore. I do want to actively be involved with my fan base because I mean, I love the interactions that I get with people. Something like this, even this whole us, you and I knowing each other, it started because you were like, yo, dude, I heard some of your stuff. It was dope. Like,
Actually,
these are the moments.
it was a big album. I heard that album. I was like, yo, I need to work with you. You
You
know what
see it these are the moments that I want. And I feel like I wasn't getting as genuine, like a reaction from people when again it's like it's not as deep, but like when I was pretending to be someone I'm not, like before Overdue, it kind of seemed like it was very generic, people's feedback, people's responses, you know what I mean? But from Overdue, I think people could feel how much effort I actually put into it, myself and Josh is insane. Like
Josh is
he
who?
also like he hey
Josh is? Who's
Josh
Josh?
is the producer, the
Okay.
my main producer, engineer, my everything.
Shout out
he's
Josh,
my
man.
cousin also. We blood related. That's my cousin,
Okay.
and this kid is unbelievably talented. It's crazy. So when it came to Overdue, I think for both of us that was a big moment because he's also like, look, homie's sleeping on himself. Okay, he has got buckets of talent, and when he starts to push that shit, it is good. I'm sorry, I don't know if I can swear. Can I swear?
Go on. I was like, yeah.
I did well up until that point, but yeah, like I think it was a defining moment for the both of us because a lot of people love the production on it. They love the mix and master, and for him it was big because I mean he's still young. You know what I mean? So for him to get feedback like that, it's encouraging.
Positive feedback. Yeah.
So
You can bowl
there
on
you
that.
go, man. And I think the two of us fed off of that
Mm.
since Overdue's release, and we just been taking it to the top since then. But we got a hell of a lot more in store still.
I think also that the fact that you kind of put yourself into that music, into that album, kind of your genuine fan base kind of came out from that. Don't you think that?
Yeah,
They can
yeah.
actually relate
You
to it. As you said,
you
if you find a fence, okay, that's cool. If you fuck with it, you fuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
there you
That
go. You got spot on, bro. Spot on.
so quickly. Ronan, did you just kind
Yeah.
of simply bold on from Overdue and then release Ronan? Also, two questions.
In a way, why the name Ronan?
The first
Yeah,
name.
this is interesting.
Okay, cover it.
No. What you want to say? You say, look, I talk a lot, Bruce. Ask what you will, and I will go.
Okay, I just wanted to kind of just have you elaborate a bit more on have you built or did you use Overdue as a platform to actually build on Ronan or create Ronan?
Yeah, I would say yes because, like I said earlier, like Overdue, it set a new standard for myself. Like I do hold myself accountable to meet a certain standard because the people who do support me, I feel like they support nothing but the best that I have to offer.
Yes.
Like that's non-negotiable. You know what I mean? So after Overdue, overdue. And after seeing how, like, not only like obviously I was happy with the response that it got, but that's why I say again, I'm very selfish with that tape because I after seeing how like it was one of those things where I was like, damn, like I can really put together a good project. You know what I mean? When it's me, when I'm doing it on my terms, for my reasons. And so that attitude, I 1000% took over with me into Ronan. But Ronan is a tape that I've been wanting to make for years. Like since I started making music, this is the type of tape that I wanted to make. And it kind of ties into the title as well, because like a Ronin is basically a samurai without a master from, you know, feudal Japan days, samurai era. You know what I mean? Sorry. So it's basically, yeah, it's a samurai without a master. And I feel as an independent artist in this day and age, we are all kind of Ronin. You know what I mean? We don't have that, the backing of a label, and we don't have the approval of mainstream media and mainstream music outlets and stuff like that. We are all essentially Ronin if you're an independent artist. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's something that I was like, I take a lot of pride in actually, because even though you don't have those benefits and those advantages, nothing is stopping me. Yeah. Nothing is stopping me from
your own master, essentially.
Do you know what I mean, bro? So that's how that tied into it. And even the concept of the tape, like not only the imagery and the title of Ronin and all that, the body of work itself, like, is very unorthodox, just in the sense of, you know, I think there's like 3 songs on there that actually have a chorus. The rest is just straight bars, which is something that I'm the type of artist where when I write music, I hate when it comes to the point where I've got to insert the chorus now, because I just want to keep. I don't want to stop. Okay. I do not want to stop. You know what I mean? So like when now say
you have the 3, actually see there's 3 freestyles on it. That's why.
There you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There we go. Because I felt like this was my moment again, where I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care what the norm is. I want to do a project like this because I know that if I do a project like this, it's gonna be good. It is going to be probably better than Overdue. But I mean, I'll never admit to like Overdue's my baby. That's my baby. But Ronan, dude, like I'm so proud of this project, man. Oh, I'm so. It really is one of those things where it's like how it was in my mind. That's how it went out.
It came out exactly the way you wanted it,
dude.
But it was dope. I've been listening to it for like the past week. Tell me quickly, what is your favorite track off the album?
Of Ronan or Overdue?
Both. Give me both. So they both can actually check it out, you know?
With Overdue, it's probably Man's Not A.C.E. Okay. And like probably because I think that's the most me in there. Like especially switching up into the accent.
The video for that.
Yeah, we did a little video. Yeah, also during lockdown, we were like, you know what? Fuck it, sun's up. Let's go, yo. I still ghost ride the whoop with Tata. That was dope. That's my jam, bruh. And I think because like playing around with accents is something that I've wanted to do for a while, but I wasn't brave enough. Like I thought, you know, already in Cape Town, people will pull faces when I rap in an American accent, and like. It took a while for me to get over that hurdle.
Do it as well. Sorry.
Yeah. So when I switched over to the British accent, just for the hook, boys, that man's not A.C.E, man's not fresh. Like I had so much fun, bro. Like the recording, I was alone. I was completely alone when I recorded that whole tape, bro. But I had a fucking ball, bro.
Nice, man.
Yo, dude. Ronan, I don't know if I have a favorite. In all honesty, it's tough.
Okay, then it's tough. Answer this one. Why was your decision to push out the video, or rather, why was Motivation the first track that you decided to make a video for?
That's a good question, actually.
Was it just random? Like let's do this.
It actually like it was premeditated. Like when you know, especially when you're putting an album together, when you're in that phase where you're listening to the tape over and over again, absolutely killing it for yourself and anybody involved in the process of finalizing it.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of, how do I say, like, I felt like, okay, you know what? I think this track is going to be well received. I think this track's going to be well received. And with Motivation, I felt like, this is going to be a good one. I just kind of had a feeling that people would appreciate it. Because again, based off of the response that I got off certain tracks from Overdue, I felt that Motivation had the same characteristics that my fan base like seems to gravitate towards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
And also, it I think it is also another one of those songs where I just get to be myself and speak my mind. Like,
Which
you
is a
know, I
very
do
type of
address
songs, though. Sorry.
like, yeah, dude, I am happy that I am really happy with how it turned out because like I did also put in the caption on my Instagram where I was saying it is tough, you know, not being able to perform anymore because of the restrictions that we're living in. But same thing with the whole concept of being a Ronin, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm still gonna perform. I'm gonna put on a show, dude, because this is what I want to do. It's who I want to be. It's who I am. And I think I'm starting to accept that it is who I am. It's no longer something that I see as, oh, I'm chasing this. Oh, I'm aspiring to be this. I am a rapper. You know what I mean? I am an artist. I am a musician. And Motivation just really captures my entire mindset and my whole outlook on my artistry going forward. So it definitely was premeditated to do a video for Motivation. Yeah, man, I just had this feeling that it really represents where I'm at right now.
It was a shot.
It was shot, honestly, it was shot in a parking lot in Claremont. Just had a really nice view.
I like the whole setup, bro, with the vintage speakers and I think it was the
Yeah,
cat statue.
wanted to make it cozy,
Yeah, no, it was dope. It was dope.
intimate performance.
Intimate, yes. So, um, the latest one that you're dropping now, this video that
Yeah,
you were pushing out today, today.
yeah. Today,
Um, Tell me a bit more about that. What inspired the visuals? Because I checked out the little snippet that you have on your Insta page.
ooh,
Ooh, jokes.
yeah.
Um,
Ad libbing.
yeah. Um, the masks. The little it's
Yeah,
like a wolf. Wolf. What inspired that? Why?
yeah.
Go for it.
Um, you know, like how do I say? We were busy speaking, myself and my manager, and she brought up this really interesting concept where she kind of incorporated elements of Macbeth and the whole. I think it's Macbeth. Like, yeah, it's Macbeth, and the whole idea of, you know, power being corrupting. Like you like all. There was a dope phrase that it's a quote from Macbeth. And like absolute power corrupts absolutely, something like that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
And with this track, with the Streets Love It, because the videos for Streets Love It, yeah.
Hmm.
Um, the song's got a very dark tone to it. You know what I mean? And so right off the bat, you kind of, I immediately I was like, look, I would like to have some eerie visuals to go along with it because I feel like it goes hand in hand. They would complement each other. And then when my manager wrote up this Macbeth vibe, I was like, oh damn, I want to run with that. Because at the end of the day, you know, you always hear every rapper talks about the throne, wanting the throne, getting to the throne. And I feel like this video is kind of me staking my claim to that throne. And it's one of those things where it's like, whether you want to accept it or not, you are going to accept me. And you are going to accept that I am a contender for that bitch. So
Definitely.
yeah, like when people, if you when you're watching this, if you do, when you go and check out the video, please check out the video. You'll see what I mean. Like it definitely is something that I think is different, something that I haven't seen done in the city at least. And yeah, man, you know, again, it's just one of those things where it's like the current climate and the of the world that we live in is forcing us to be a little bit more creative, like
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
working around these restrictions in your day to day. Like you can't just go out and book a house and bring a whole gang up. I mean, you can, but like, look, I'm
Yeah,
trying to be
it is
responsible.
responsible.
So yeah, man, I'm having a lot of fun with it, and this video in particular was very fun to do. Um, Especially, I mean, like smoking in the forest, like, you know, it's been so long. It used to, like, you know, back in the day when now pre-COVID is back in the day in my
Yeah, yeah,
mind.
definitely.
But
Most
back
of the
in the
time.
day, it'd be nothing to just go out with the homies and just. So now we're doing this again, just being out there in the woods and everything is so quiet and still and there's no one around. Like, oh, it was a vibe, dude. It was so dope.
Bro, I'm excited to check out that video. What time is it dropping? What time is expected to drop?
Uh, Probably morning. I like to push things out in the AM.
Yeah, nah, AM is best.
Just give everybody they can take their time to get to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Quickly, what inspired this journey of yours to become a rapper?
Yo, funnily enough, I actually initially wanted to be an actor first when I was a kid.
Who inspired that?
As a kid, I loved the limelight, like full on, which is cock ironic because if you know me, you'll know I'm a really shy person.
Okay.
I'm telling you, bro, it makes no sense how hard I'm pushing to be a rapper. No, but when I'm on that stage, bro, I come alive, dog. Like it's one of those things where it's like I've got no doubt this is where I want to be.
Hmm.
So it started out with me wanting to be an actor. That's when I had my first experience with kind of performing in front of people, and I like the response, man. I like to please people. I like to entertain people. I really do.
All entertainment
And
by heart, by nature.
yeah, like you know what I mean. And I felt like you can really express yourself with music. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like it's something that you can have so much fun with. And I know a lot of people put like major pressure on honesty in music because look, it is a big deal. But there's a show on Netflix. I'm not sure if you've seen. It's like basically a interview series that David Letterman does with random celebs.
I haven't checked it out yet. I should check
Sorry,
it out. Okay.
it's there's an episode on there with Jay-Z that you should actually give a watch, which is quite freaking interesting because I mean, look, obviously Jay-Z is Jay-Z. He needs
Yeah.
no introduction. Everyone knows him. And Letterman asked him, he was like, look, coming up in the game as a rapper, you obviously say some things in your music. Is everything you say true? And Jay-Z outright said no. He said, it's you're in this environment as a rapper, you're pushing a lifestyle, you're pushing culture, you're pushing so many different things that I don't think any one person could possibly have experienced in one lifetime. But you are now playing narrator, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like that's why my thing, I always feel like I make mood music because I feel like I translate the mindset with my music. I want to instill confidence in someone listening to my music. And I think to myself, you know what? That type of confidence that I would like to express to someone else, they're only gonna feel that if that's what I put into my performance now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in our day-to-days, we interact with so many interesting people and like so many interesting stories that you hear, and that all plays a part in whoever I turn out to be. You know what I mean? I know I'm speaking very abstract now, but it's like this conversation and this interview that we're doing right now, it's gonna sit with me, and it's going to have an impact on how I see myself going forward after this. You know what I mean? I might come out of this feeling way fucking doper than I already feel I am, just because the back and forth here has been so engaging, and I feel like it's been so positive. You know what? I love positivity. I love positivity. And I don't feel like there's a limit to that when you're doing something creative. There's no limit to positivity.
He's not like
So me becoming a rapper, it was just it just seemed like the most ideal outlet for me to tell a story and for me to entertain and for me to
basically tell your
just,
story and how you.
you know what I mean? That's the goal. That's what I'm working towards here. That's what I'm working towards.
Okay, that's the goal.
Because like I said, dude, like it was weird for me to kind of just be honest and open in music because again, you grow up listening to rappers talking about money, weed, and women, and
Yeah.
like you get a complex where you're like, that's what I gotta rap about now. And I had to get to a point, yeah. I had to get to a point where I kind of felt like, you know what? I am blessed, bro. Like there's a lot going on in my life that I am so proud of and I am so like thankful for.
Yeah.
I don't need to pretend to have things that I don't have to feel like
I'm so.
I'm worth what I know I'm worth and to feel, like, dude, I'm the shit, bruh. And that's the type of mindset that I want people to listen to my music to take home with them when they're done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, dude, this
And that's
this
not even
fucking city, bruh.
on any conceited vibe. That is just your positive impact on the world that you're trying to get out. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, my man.
Yeah.
That's the only way I mean it. I'm not trying to be conceited. Although, look, I am a little bit. This music shit's giving me a bit of a complex, but it only helps the music. So it's like I feed off that
Just a
shit.
little bit of conceit. This is good. It's good. It's good. It's good for the
Like a sprinkle, just a
yeah, just a little
sprinkle.
bit. Seeing as we're talking about Jay-Z, right? If it could be one artist that you would want to feature with or collab with, who would it be?
You know, I feel like this is a question where the answer could change like weekly.
Okay.
Um,
Every week is
but
different.
one artist that I'd say is that's been the most consistent since I've come across his music is, look, unfortunately, it's not a local O. It is an international guy. His name is IDK.
IDK.
IDK is wow. Just
I haven't heard of
it's in this day and age such a breath of fresh air, dude. Like his music is so well done. His cadence, his tone, his lyrical content, his visuals that go with the content, the structure of his albums. It's he's one of those artists where it's like, oh, dude, I aspire to. He's influenced me so much,
it.
so much, dude. Yeah, he's like honestly, it's someone that I've discovered like 2-3 years ago, and if you ask me since I found his music, who my favorite rapper is, 9 times out of 10, the answer I'm gonna give you is IDK. Like
Oh, okay.
it's unreal the impact that he's had on me. I've always been into my Atlanta trap style stuff, like Young Thug. I love Young Thug. I love Migos and I loved Migos. I can't fucking more, but you know, I'll always have the memories. Like a lot of the trap ignorant shit, like that was my buzz. You know what I mean? And it took so long to find a lyricist in this day and age that really fucking just hit home with me and just inspired me to want to just you know, write bars that make people pull stank faces for like just damn, like he
Like,
said that
damn.
shit. Oh,
He's actually
you
going
know what
through
I mean?
it.
Check out IDK, dude. IDK is
Definitely
amazing.
check him out. I'm definitely.
And honestly, I'm putting it out there. J. Cole and all. IDK, best storyteller of our generation.
Oh wow, okay.
I'm
You're
putting
putting
it
it
out
into
there.
Cole. You think
Putting it out there. You don't believe me? Go check out his shit. You
I
start
have
with
to
his
go check
album,
it
I
out.
Was Very Bad,
Nice.
and you move on to Easy Real, and you will see what I mean, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm writing this stuff down actually. Huh?
But I'm gonna send you links after this. Don't think I'm gonna let you forget.
um, okay, we're gonna keep this a bit short and sweet, you know. So let's wrap it up with what would you want to tell your fan base if you really had to just give them a piece of your mind?
Honestly, the only thing on my mind right now that I want to say to my fan, but I'm gonna look into the camera for this.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. The response, honestly, since before overdue, even has been it's been so inspiring. It pushes me to do better. And I love you guys. I love every single listen that anyone gives me is more appreciated than you know. Like seriously, from the bottom of my heart. I'm telling you, this year, it's it's go time.
It's on.
You are going to see an ACE that you ain't seen before. I'm living up to my name to the fullest, bruh. This year I'm catching envy, and
There you
it's
go.
gonna be crazy, dude. The wave this year. I'm telling you
One
now.
last
I'm
question.
telling you,
One
it's
last
well worth the wait.
Um, how many albums can we expect from you, or how many projects can we expect this year still from you?
This year, look, if everything goes according to plan, you're probably gonna get 6 drops from me. But
Singles?
look, these are things that you kind of yeah. But obviously, look in these are things that you kind of have to feel out.
Yeah, definitely.
That's in an ideal world, I could cram all of that in, but I am being realistic with myself, so I'm not making any promises. But what I'm saying is, in the works currently in my backlog, there's at least 6 projects just waiting, bro.
Okay.
Waiting. It's
Now
just
then the
timing
fan
now. It's
base,
just timing.
fan base can be
Work smart, not hard. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
definitely, definitely. So, man, it was lovely having you on the show. Everybody out there at home watching this, you already heard him. He has 6 hours, he has 6 projects still on the way, and you can definitely go check out Ronan, his latest album. That shit is fire. I'm not even gonna lie, that shit is fire. So, but for now, we're gonna actually check out the freestyle video that he did for motivation. Yes,
Enjoy, enjoy.
enjoy, man. Peace out. Catch you next week. Peace.
Sorry, I just wanted to avoid the
No, 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 yeah, no. A little bit to the rear, like the.
action.
All my niggas say that I'm the one to make it. I hate to disappoint, so that shit keep me motivated. I ain't tryna be the type to come and make a statement, elevate then up and disappear like the LNK did. Ha! Don't get it twisted, I'm not throwing shade, it's just the way of life. We did our thing and went our separate ways. Nah, it's me, myself, and I, so shit, I can't complain, I'm still the same. I said I'd do it for the cape, ain't nothing changed. Spit your game, talk is cheap. Niggas can't afford my beef, catching feelings over table prices, man, you fall for me. Every time I offer beats, some niggas lady offers me a little piece of mind. You can't find her cause she on her knees, all the keys. Nigga, yeah, I got him, I was born to be a motherfucking legend, man. Winning's just a part of me. Tryna take it farther than a Carter like I ought to be. If ever you need a dose of realness, shit, I'm all you need, I'm all unique. Niggas wanna copy cause I'm arguably the hardest MC to copy. See, y'all don't bother me. I like a chicken for innocence, it's for all to see. Till we all alone and I ask that bitch who a father be. Damn, my nigga part of me, giving this every part of me. Far from a beginner, shit music been in my arteries, nigga. I don't follow these niggas. Life's a bitch and every day she come for conjugal visits. I'm your fatherly figure, getting fatherly figures. Old money, you the best and that's what God is your witness. Nah, buddy, you ain't shit. Rather listen to paint drip or watch paint dry. Fuck it, whatever the saying is, I'm anxious. Even coming in slow, that's your money. Getting paid in alcohol for a show, that's home money. Ayy, gotta show cash to get showtime. Do me wrong, nigga, it's your time. You fucking kidding me? These other rappers ain't got shit on my pedigree. A thoroughbred MC, nigga, that's to the death